Cancer, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Cancer, in today's reading, I'm going to give you two of the Denise Linn Oracle cards, going to do your reading and then clarify it. So let us get started on your reading, okay? See what's going on. All right, Cancer, so remember to take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Also, just wanted to tell you guys that I am deeply praying for everyone. Really try to have peace in your heart and really just have patience for everything that's going on, okay? But just know that you are definitely in my prayers. Everyone is. All right, so let's get started on your reading, Cancer. All right, let me just shuffle this one more time and we can do this. Okay, Spirit, what do you want to tell Cancer? Two cards for Cancer for their highest good. This is for Cancer. All right. So you have staying focused, hold the course. Wow. And then you have fogged in, go slow, take time. Wow. So really try to stay focused, okay? Because right now there's something here that's keeping you from really seeing a lot. I feel like you maybe could be overly thinking about things. I feel like you really need just to try to go slow and just be focused. Okay, take your time. It says fogged in, go slow and take your time. So really, really be careful on how you're doing things, okay, because you need to. Also, you have staying focused, hold the course. Really try to be focused, okay, no matter what you do. Go within, go meditate, whatever it is that will clear your mind, because you need that. That's like these two cards are like almost the same, telling you, hey, stay on course, try not to think of other things, try not to overthink. All right, so Cancer, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Cancer. Cancer, here we go. And for the current, one for the situation, one for the past, one for what's hidden, one for the hopes and fears, one for what you need to do now, what you need to work on, and the outcome. What is the outcome here? Wow. So definitely there is a big new beginning trying to come in for you, because you have the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and things are shifting for you a lot. Okay, so wow, that's nice. All right, so Cancer, let's see what's going on in your reading. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Cancer. So you start off with the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is asking you to have a zest for life, like really live in the moment, really be in the moment also. And that also goes back to these cards here, being focused, like really seeing things, okay? Really be determined, like have that motivation to live life to the fullest, be in the moment. Don't give up on anything, even if it seems like, okay, nothing's working out for me, still try to keep pushing forward, because the Queen of Wands does not give up, and that's you. And whether you're male or female, there's no gender in tarot, so just know that. You do have the Ace of Pentacles for your situation, and it could either be that you need to look at your finances or really watch how you're spending your finances. You have the Four of Cups, but we'll see what the cards say. You have the Four of Cups here for the past. I do believe that it's now, because the Four of Cups is talking about being disconnected. And you did get a lot of those cards to say disconnected. Cancer, you also have the Ten of Pentacles for what's hidden. The Ten of Pentacles is saying that there is material success. You're trying to establish yourself to reach that material success. I feel like there is some kind of abundance here. You have the Seven of Wands for the hopes and fears, and they're asking you to believe in yourself, to take the help when they're asking you, hey, do you need help, or ask for help. I feel like you need to stand up for yourself and believe in yourself that you can do anything. You have the Hermit card for what you need to do now. And they're really asking you to go within, really take that time to clear your mind, to really see things clearly, to be focused, stuff like that. And it's a big issue here because I see it. And then you have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is talking about could be some kind of decision that you did make recently, or that you need to trust yourself more. And I do believe that there could also be some kind of offer, but you do have a so we'll see what the cards say when they come in, okay? And then you have the Ace of Swords, and that's the for the outcome. The Ace of Swords is saying that there is going to be breakthroughs for you. There's going to be clarity. You're going to understand why everything is going the way it's going, okay? So let's see what the cards say. Cancer, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Sorry, you guys, if you hear the bird. I know she's wants to come out, and it's kind of spoiled her. All right, so you have the Queen of Wands. Whew. Why is the Queen of Wands here for Cancer? All right, so you do have the Three of Swords. Hold on, you guys. Let me see. So you do have the Three of Swords. You started off with the Queen of Wands, that they're asking you that even though you're going through a lot of things, like maybe you're in your emotions a lot because you have the Three of Swords here. Maybe you're in your emotions or feeling emotional, you know, thinking about everything, some kind of hurt, some kind of pain. You still continue to keep going. They're asking you not to give up on anything. You do have the Three of Wands here, and the Three of Wands is talking about also that, you know, you're a go-getter. You know what you want to do. You know that that you're already making plans, like you're ready to move forward. You're trying to prepare something. You want to do something that'll push you forward, and you will. Already know what you want. You're also being very quiet about things, you know, because you're going through a lot, and because the Three of Swords brings emotional sadness. It brings, you know, pain. It brings hurt, you know. So just know that. But they're asking you not to leave, not to give up, not to give up on your dreams, not to give up, you know, when it seems like nothing's going to work out. It's still going to work out, okay? You're going to move forward. You have the Ace of Pentacles here. And why is the Ace of Pentacles here for Cancer? One more card. Wow. Wow. All right. So, you really need to watch your finances, okay? Really need to watch your finances. I feel like you have a lot of. I feel like you've been thinking a lot. You're thinking about all these thoughts in your mind. Thinking about, you know, money, or thinking about things that have happened in your life. I feel like you really do need to really watch your finances. I also feel like you could have been hurt, or there's some kind of betrayal here that's going on in your life. You know, maybe you feel betrayed. Maybe you feel like, you know, the way things have happened. Maybe you feel like something, you know, like you feel cheated on, or betrayed, or felt like let down by something. They're asking you to really be honest with yourself with the Seven of Swords here. And it also, like, it's a betrayal card, so you got to be careful with that. But with the Seven of Swords that comes in, I feel like you need to be honest with yourself. I feel like you're keeping quiet about things. I feel like, you know, there could be secrets that you're holding on to and not saying anything about it. But there's definitely something here. And I feel like it has to do with money. So be careful with that. Whichever way you're doing it, be careful, okay? And then you have the Seven of Cups. Like I said, be real about the things that you want. To be real about what you're trying to do. Okay, be honest with yourself and be real. I do feel like you're trying to contemplate some kind of decision. Also, you do have the Four of Cups here, and the Four of Cups is asking you, is saying that, you know, really try to focus on things because you need to. Okay, because when the Four of Cups shows up, you know, you're only focusing on what's going on, what has happened, you know, and you're not looking at anything else, you know. And there is, I don't know if you could see it. Let me see if I could zoom it in there. There's a cup up here. You know, you're looking at these, but you don't see that there's opportunities around you, and you really need to pay attention. You have the 10 of Pentacles here for what's hidden, and why is a 10 of Pentacles here for Cancer? One more card. Wow, very nice. So with the 10 of Pentacles, I feel like you are definitely trying to establish yourself, trying to reach that material success, and I do believe you will get it, which is very nice. But you do have the 6 of Cups here, and I feel like with the 6 of Cups, you've been thinking a lot. You could probably be thinking about, the memories of the past, or just thinking of people that have passed away, or just a lot, and you want that. You just want that material success for your family, for yourself. And who doesn't, right? Who doesn't? I feel like you're going through a healing. I feel like you're being very nostalgic, thinking of old times, but I also feel like you're going to be moving forward towards that material success, because you have the 4 of Wands here. The 4 of Wands says you're pushing forward. You're not gonna stay back, and you don't want to stay back. You're moving forward. No matter what, you're trying to move forward. There could be some kind of marriage here. You could be going to a wedding, but there's something here about marriage or proposal. Something like that is here. I also feel like there could be some kind of celebration. Wow, nice. And then you have the 7 of Wands down here. And why is the 7 of Wands here for Cancer? Wow. Okay. So, really try to ask, for help on the things that you're dealing with, especially your family, or, the home things, like, doing your everything, picking up people, taking care of people, don't try to do it all on your own. And they're saying that you need help, and you need to ask for it. And if somebody offers it to you, take it, okay? Because you really need that. You're very overwhelmed right now. They're asking you to take care of yourself, that you're very loving. You're the mother energy. You're very compassionate. You're very loving. Whether you're male or female, this is you also. The Empress is here. The Empress is saying there is abundance, but what you need to work on first is that you need to start taking care of yourself. Your mind, emotionally, physically, you need to take care of yourself, okay? Because it's here. The Hermit is here again. So it's like you're looking for answers. You're doing a lot of thinking. You're doing a lot of soul searching. So, wow. Hold on, you guys. One of my cards fell over here. Okay. And then you have the Hermit card. And why is the Hermit here? For what you need to do now. One more card. Wow. Yeah, you have a lot going on in your mind right now. So you have the Hermit card here. You start off with the Hermit. You did get it again here. So just know that. And like I said, it's that time to really start focusing, start really meditating, clearing your mind, finding that peace of mind, because you're very emotional. I feel like there's a lot of emotions here. You do have the 5 of Cups, and the 5 of Cups is saying that there's a regret here that you have within you. It could be a regret about anything, a relationship, a family matter. It could be work. It could be anything. There's just something here that you have a regret about, a decision that you made. But you need to understand that, we all make our mistakes. We all regret things. You're not the only one. We all do it. I do it. Everybody does it. But there's just something that you cannot do, turn back time. You can't go back and wallow in it. You can't stay here and wallow in it. You got to move forward so that you can enjoy your life, because, you're not giving yourself credit to where, I got to go do this and I got to go do that, or I got to go help these people. I got to go worry about that. You're worried about everything. And it's just constantly in your mind, you got to do this, you got to do that, but you're not taking care of yourself. You're not really saying, hey, who's going to take care of me? I got to do this for myself, and you really got to come to that realization, and leave this regret behind. That's why they're saying, yes, you're moving forward. Yes, you're going to receive the abundance. Yes, you're doing this, but you need to take care of yourself, because you're very emotional. You're in your mind a lot, constantly, and you also have the Moon card here, and the Moon is saying, You're not seeing things clearly. You're really not seeing things clearly. You're really not knowing what you want. You're trying to make plans, yes, but you're really not seeing the future, and you're not really seeing things clearly. They want you to trust your intuition, start using your intuition because you are intuitive. We all are. It's just that some of us don't know how to use it. But if you're here watching tarot readings, there's something there that's trying to nudge you. You're being guided, definitely. And then you have the Two of Cups here. And why is the Two of Cups here for Cancer? So you have the Page of Cups, and then you have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is about intuition, trusting your higher self. With the Two of Cups, there could be some kind of decision you're still contemplating about. You need to start taking care of yourself more, nurturing yourself. And then you have the Page of Cups, which is, there's news, there's messages coming through. You're very divinely guided. You really are. But, sometimes you just don't do anything about things, like you don't pay attention, and you really need to start paying attention, Cancer. Okay, really pay attention to things. There's good news messages coming in. I feel like you need to open yourself up a little bit more to trust your intuition. I feel like there could be some kind of offer coming in also to offer you something, like some kind of opportunity is here. But really try to take care of yourself also and trust your intuition and not rush into anything. Okay, you have the Ace of Swords here. And why is the Ace of Swords for the outcome here on my card? Wow, that's crazy. Look at that. So this is one card, one tarot deck card, and this is another. You got the same card. You see how they are? Two different decks in the same position. So this is really nice. This is very nice, and I'm going to tell you why. There's a new start here. There is breakthroughs. There are breakthroughs. There's clarity. There's just so much here. Changes here. Changes, victories here. You're seeing the truth. It may hurt you, but you're seeing a lot now. There is definitely a lot of good things coming through. So just know this is like a new beginning, but you still have to go through this. This is a healing that's here, but what's waiting for you is this new beginning with breakthroughs and clarity and understanding why everything is going. You do have the Lover's card here also, and the Lover's card is talking about, see how is talking about, maybe you're trying to make a decision, you need to communicate better. Maybe you have some kind of attraction for someone. Maybe there's a new romance also for some of you guys. But I feel like you really need to have good communication, like really have good communication with your significant other. Really try to be more talkative and tell them about your problems or what's going on, or how you're feeling or stuff like that, because I feel like you're the only one that's seeing things and they're not, and I feel like you really need to talk to them about things, because, until you start communicating better is when everything's going to start shifting the way you want to, but you need to do it. So, wow, that's nice. All right, so Cancer, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to go and take care of yourself. Relax, clear your mind, okay? All right, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. God bless.